Good morning friends. Today I am going to explain what are electromagnetic waves and what are Maxwell's equation and the derivation of the Maxwell's equation. So first one what is electromagnetic wave? An electromagnetic wave is one in which electric and magnetic fields varies in mutually perpendicular direction. So I will draw the diagram in which these electric and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. Here, this is the electromagnetic waves representation. Here this is magnetic field and this is electric field. So these are known as the electromagnetic waves in which electric field and magnetic fields are mutually in perpendicular direction. So this is known as the electromagnetic waves. Now what are Maxwell's equations? Maxwell's equations. Here Maxwell formulated the basic laws of electricity and magnetism in the form of four fundamental equations. These equations are known as the Maxwell's equations. So those are, first one is integral over E dot ds is equal to Q by epsilon naught. The second one is integral B dot ds is equal to 0, and the third one is integral E dot dl is equal to minus d phi b by dt, and the fourth one is integral of B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. So first of all we will discuss about this each and every equation, and after that we will derive these equations. Okay, so first one is what, that is line integral over a closed surface E dot ds is equal to Q by epsilon naught. This is nothing but it's a Gauss law of electrostatistics, which states that the electric flux through a closed surface is equal to the charge enclosed by this particular surface and divided by the permittivity constant. So this is known as the Gauss law in electrostatistics. What is that? The electric field or electric flux through a closed surface is equal to the charge enclosed by the surface and the permittivity constant, that is divided by the permittivity constant. So this is known as the Gauss law in electrostatistics. And the second one is what? Line integral over a closed curve B dot ds is equal to the 0. So this is the Gauss law of magnetism. This states that the magnetic flux through a closed surface is always equal to the 0. And the third one is, this is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic theory. This law states that electric field is produced by the change in magnetic field. So this is what? Electric field is produced by the change in magnetic field. And the fourth one is line integral over a closed curve B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. This is the Ampere's law of magnetic field due to the steady currents, and this law states that the amount of work done in carrying a unit magnetic pole one around a closed arbitrary path linked with the current is mu naught times the current I. So this is known as the Ampere's law. So these are the four basic laws, and Maxwell formulated the basic laws of electricity and magnetism. So these are known as the Maxwell's equation. Now I am going to derive these equations integral, and this is already in the integral form. I am going to derive the differential forms of the Maxwell's equations. Now, integral and differential form of Maxwell's first equation. Integral and differential forms of first Maxwell's equation. So we know that the Gauss law in electrostatistics. First of all, solution, or we can say this is the explanation. Gauss law in electrostatistics. Already I told you the Gauss law in electrostatistics, or E dot ds is equal to q by epsilon naught. So I am writing this only, E dot ds is equal to q by epsilon naught. Let us take this as equation number 1 from the Gauss divergence theorem. So this Gauss divergence theorem, this is you studied in your degree first year. From Gauss divergence theorem, we know that we can change the surface integral into volume integral and volume integral into surface integral. So we can write E dot ds over the closed surface S is equal to the del dot E dot dv over the surface S. So this is the Gauss divergence theorem which we have studied in your first year level. Let us take this as equation number 2. So this is and this left hand sides are same. So we have to equate the right hand sides. That is del dot E, therefore over the volume V, this is volume V, is equal to the q by epsilon naught. Now del dot E is equal to, I can write 1 dot dv over the volume V, this is dot, and is equal to the q by epsilon naught, and this is del dot E, and we know that 1 dot dv over the volume V is nothing but a whole volume V. So I can write V q by epsilon naught. Next, this implies del dot E is equal to q by V epsilon naught. Okay. So next we know that charge by volume is nothing but a density. Since charge by volume is nothing but a density rho V, or density, so we are substituting the value of q by V as rho V. So the above equation can be written as del dot E is equal to rho V by epsilon naught. Next, del dot E, and this is epsilon naught, is equal to rho V. We know that epsilon naught is nothing but a electric displacement. So in your last classes we have studied about this electric displacement is nothing but a d is equal to epsilon naught E. So we are replacing epsilon naught by d. So del dot d is equal to rho V, and let us take this is equation number 3, and this is the differential form of Maxwell's first equation. This is known as the differential form of Maxwell's first equation. Next, I am going to write the accurate integral form of the Maxwell's equation, taking both the sides volume integral to the equation number 3. Taking both sides volume integral to equation number 3, we get del dot D over the volume V is equal to rho V dot dV over the volume V. So we know that by the Gauss divergence theorem we can convert into a surface integral this divergence volume integral. So I can write by Gauss divergence theorem I can write del dot D over the volume V dV can be written as d dot ds, that is volume integral to surface integral here over the surface S. Then this can be written as d dot s over the surface S is equal to your right hand side as it is. This is right hand side rho V rho V dV over the volume V. This is known as the integral form of Maxwell's first equation. This is the integral form of Maxwell's first equation. Next, I am going to derive the integral and differential form of Maxwell's second equation. Integral and differential forms of second Maxwell's equation. So what is the second basic law? This is here integral b dot ds is equal to the 0. Here I am using this only, integral b dot ds is equal to the 0. So we know that Gauss law of magnetism, which states that the magnetic flux through a closed surface is equal to the 0. So this is also known as the integral form of the second Maxwell's equation. And now I am going to derive for the differential form. So for that, by the Gauss, again I am using the Gauss divergence theorem. Gauss divergence theorem. Here again this is in the surface integral. I am going to change in the volume integral. B dot ds over the surfaces is equal to del dot B. I can write in the form of divergence B over the volume V over the volume V dV. So I can write this is div B dot dV also. Therefore simply I can write del dot B dV E over the volume V is equal to the 0. As the volume is arbitrary, the integral must be 0. So that's why del dot B is equal to the 0 and this dVV is equal to the 0. So this is known as the differential form of the second Maxwell's equation. Now I am going to derive the differential and integral form of the third Maxwell's equation. Here integral and differential forms of third Maxwell equation. So for the third Maxwell's equation, I am going to use the third basic law. first Maxwell equation I use this one. First basic law, E dot ds is equal to q by epsilon naught. For the second one, B dot ds is equal to 0, and for the third equation I am going to use the E dot dl is equal to d minus d phi b by dt. So here I am writing, this is nothing but a Faraday's law. According to this law, the electricity is produced due to change in magnetic field. We know that, since I can write phi b is nothing but a integral b dot ds. So in place of phi b I am going to substitute integral b dot ds. So that can be written as line integral E dot dl is equal to the minus of d by dt of phi b value is how much, that is b dot ds. Now integral E dot dl line integral is equal to minus. So whenever I am going to take the differential inside the integral, it will be a partial differential. So I can write, this can be written as dou b by dou t dot ds. So this is known as the integral form of Maxwell's third equation. This is known as the integral form of Maxwell's third equation. Now I am going to derive the differential form. So for the differential form I am going to use the Stokes theorem. So by Stokes theorem, we have line integral dl so is equal to del cross E dot ds. So like Gauss divergence theorem, already I told you, in the Gauss divergence theorem, simply we are converting the surface integral to volume integral. Here in the Stokes theorem, this also you have studied your degree first year level, that is line integral is can be converted into a surface integral. So that is known as the Stokes theorem. So in this electricity chapter we have to use the E dot dl by L, and that can be written as curl E or del cross E dot ds over the surface S. Okay. Now both the sides I can cancel. So this can be written as del cross E outside 1 dot ds over the surface S is equal to minus dou b by dou t 1 dot ds. Both the sides 1 dot ds can be cancelled. Then del cross E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. Now I can write this one, curl E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. So this is known as the differential form of Maxwell's third equation. And next finally I am going to derive the differential and integral form of Maxwell's fourth equation. Differential and integral forms of Maxwell's fourth equation. For the fourth equation I am going to take the fourth basic equation, that is B dot dl over a closed surface is equal to the mu naught I. Here, according to Ampere's law, that is known as the Ampere's law, according to Ampere's law, you can write B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. So this is already in the integral form. So this is also, this is known as the integral form of Maxwell's fourth equation. Now again I am going to use the Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem is what? Which converts the line integral into surface integral. Here a line integral is there. So I am going to convert this line integral into surface integral with the help of Stokes theorem. So by Stokes theorem, we have B dot dl over a closed curve is equal to curl B dot ds, and this can be written as, so in this place I am going to substitute this one. So del cross B over the surface S dot ds is equal to, right hand side is as it is, mu naught I. Okay, next. Here del cross B dot ds over the surface as mu naught I. I can write this here. Surface is nothing but a area, so I can write this one is simply A is equal to mu naught I. Next, del cross B is equal to mu naught I by A. I can write then curl B is equal to mu naught J. So this is nothing but a displacement current J. J is nothing but a displacement current, and that is nothing but a current by surface area. And this is the differential form of Maxwell's fourth equation. And this equation is modified as del cross B is equal to mu naught J plus mu naught epsilon naught by dou E by dou T. So this is known as the differential form of Maxwell's fourth equation. Please, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel Physics Tutor for more videos on physics topic. Thank you.